Around. Hi guys, so I've got half an hour to do this, and then I'm going to do my weightlifting, running, go and walk dogs, all that. So what I do, I sit down for ages doing these lives, then I free myself up. So then I do the weightlifting, I go for a run, I do 2 walks, and then that gives me all the exercise I need in the day. So this is my plan, guys. You guys are having a little chat. Let's just get your comments up on here so we can read them. Obviously, you know, this is Elvis Presley Fan on Keto. So we're a smaller channel. We get less people joining us, but we still do okay. Yesterday we had over 30 people join us yesterday. It takes a while for the numbers to build up. Stefan obviously joined us from Artist on Record, which I love. I love Stefan. Right. So we have watched half of it, a little bit more than half. Now, I love this documentary. There's something about it. It's very retro, even though it says it's the UK and it's December the 17th, 1980. Which obviously we all have amazing memories. Where were we all in 1980? We all remember, don't we? Quite a big year for everyone, I think. A lot of this is in America. So we watched the first half. If you want to watch part 1 of this, it's here on Elvis Presley Fan on Keto. Now, you know that we have another channel called Defending Elvis Presley. We do a lot of defending there. We do some reading there. We've just read Billy Stanley's book, The Faith of Elvis, chapter 13. So if any of you want to go over there and listen to that book being read, or want to listen to some serious defending Elvis, we defend Elvis Presley and the bloodline, go over to Defending Elvis. Please subscribe. Now here it's much more light-hearted. We do all the nice stuff, books and songs and movies, and we do documentaries, biographies. We enjoy the book reading. We're doing Anita's book, which I need to get back to. And right now we are reviewing an old documentary that I have never seen before. I would say most of you guys have not seen this. I just want to put a like on it, actually. DM Mordecai is the name of the YouTube channel. I've literally never seen this before. I've not watched this. This is my first time watching this. I watched the first half with you guys yesterday. So we're going to watch the second half. I think you're going to enjoy it. It's a real treat. The quality is poor because it's 1980, but it's just takes us back in time on a time travel. We go back in the TARDIS to 1980, and we can all remember how it felt being at home with our parents, with our brothers and sisters and cousins, watching Elvis films. This takes us back there to how it once was. All of us miss those days, don't we, guys? We all miss the 80s. Come on, guys, don't we? Yeah? If we could all go back there, and the 70s, if we could all go back there, and the 60s, we would. So let's listen to it. We're going to stop and start because this is a reaction video. YouTube allow us to play archive footage if we react to it and review it, and if we stop and start it. Okay, guys, let's go.
I will recommend a school, and they will take lessons.
But even though you hurt me like nobody else could ever do, I will never, ever hurt you, hurt you, hurt you. Oh, oh.
Of all the Elvis Presley lookalikes that we have, and even the other lookalikes that we have on our roster, none of them have had plastic surgery. But the
So, you know, not the best voice, I don't think, but he give it 100%.
only thing we've ever done with our lookalikes, including Jimmy Carter or of the 15 or 20 Elvis Presley lookalikes that we've interviewed, none of them had anything done to them except maybe darkening their hair and learning how to sing and buying an outfit. The audience reaction to an Elvis Presley lookalike is they can't believe it when they see these people performing. Your name is,
My name is Charles Casey.
So I actually like Elvis tribute acts. I've been to see quite a few. My wife always buys me tickets for Elvis tribute acts on my birthday, sometimes at Christmas. I like them. I think they're great. There's so many good ones. Have you heard of Dean Z? He's amazing. I saw some great ones this year. I know some Elvis fans don't like them, but I think they're great.
Okay, Charles, how did you hear about us?
I heard about you through the advertising in the newspaper and what's going on right now about Elvis Presley, the impersonation and all that, and I'm really excited about it. What's going on?
What type of work do you do now?
Well, I'm a shoe store manager right now for Fava Company out here in Los Angeles, California, and I just begun, and I'm excited about that too.
Can you sing me a couple verses?
Yeah, can I sing?
So guys, is he going to be good? Is he going to be good? Tell me, yes or no. Is he going to be good? Carolyn was a teen in the mid-'80s. I remember when I left school, Culture Club, Karma Chameleon was #1. I always remember that. I don't know why. Culture Club, Karma Chameleon was #1 when I left school. The summer of, it was July, I think. Could have been June. 83, 4. What do you reckon, guys? Maybe 2?
Can't help falling in love with you.
Sure.
Okay, just right now, like this.
Just like that. It's fine.
Here we go.
Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you.
I'll tell you what, that must be pretty embarrassing. Pretty embarrassing. You imagine being put on the spot in it and you're just sat on a chair and you've got to sing to someone. He did it. I think he did okay. What do you think, guys? Put it in the comments. You think he did okay? He looks nervous. He definitely looks nervous.
Shall I stay? Would it be a sin if I can't help falling in love with you?
That was okay.
That was good.
That was good.
1 for the money, 2 for the show. Ready to get ready now, go cat go. Don't you step on my blue suede shoes. You can do anything, but lay off of my blue suede shoes.
Do you sing?
Average. What do you reckon, guys? Leave it in the comments.
Yes, I do.
Can you give me a couple of verses?
Sure.
Great.
Well, since my baby left me, I found a new place to dwell. It's down at the end of lonely street. It's Heartbreak Hotel. I've been so lonely, baby. I've been so lonely. I've been so lonely I could die.
A bit rushed. We need more effort. We need more passion. We need more soul.
Well, that's all right now, mama. That's all right with me. That's all right now, mama, baby. Any way you see, well, that's all right. That's all right. Well, that's all right now, mama. Any way you do. That's a little.
Average. I like the sunglasses.
That's very good. Very good.
That's me. When I was 5 years old, that was me.
Elvis in a year, 19.
I tell you what, I wish when I was that age I had a jumpsuit, because I had to use my dad's shirt. I used to wear my dad's white shirt and put it on and turn the collar up.
Very good. How long have you been doing that?
5.
5 years? You're only 4 years old. How could you do that for 5 years?
Cute.
Down there in the woods and fields, we have a plant that grows out there. It looks something like a turnip tree. And everybody calls it poke salad.
Boom. Sally.
That's poke.
Yeah. Woo. Yeah. That was good. That was good. Go on then. Go on, my friend. Yeah.
The idea of plastic surgery came up when
I tell you what, he got the moves good. He got the moves good.
I was about 14 years old. And I saw, as a matter of fact, it was a Humphrey Bogart movie.
He talks like him as well, doesn't he?
And where he went in and had plastic surgery and this type of thing. And I said, wouldn't it be great if I could go in and have plastic surgery and look like Elvis Presley, you know? After Elvis had died, when I said, I want to do something for Elvis, I had the nose, the cheeks, the lips, and the chin all done. The surgery itself lasted 7.5 hours.
Wow, so what did he say? Is that done? The nose, the cheeks, the chin. What else? Does he look like him?
And it took me 6 weeks for it to heal up and a full year for the whole complete swelling to go down. Then I had to go in again and have the re-lip done because the swelling had gone down so much that my bottom lip had went underneath my top lip, so I had to get it all done again. So I went through quite a bit.
Does he look like him or not? What do you think, guys? Does he look like him? Whoa! Wow! Huh. Fair play. He's doing the karate moves, guys. That's all right. That was okay.
I haven't regretted it so far, and I don't think, you know, I know for sure in my own heart that I want to regret it on down the line, you know. You can't regret something that you do from the bottom of your heart. And when I'm on stage,
I like what he said. You can't regret something you do from the bottom of your heart. I like that. I'm going to copy that. You can't regret something you do from the bottom of your heart. Yes.
It's a strange feeling because I will feel Elvis's presence there. It's a very, very spooky feeling.
A bit like this book, guys. You feel Elvis's presence.
I'm still in the developmental stage. This is the first band I've had now. I did some spontaneous appearances in clubs in LA. And this is the first band I've had. And I think with some work, it's going to take some work, but I think with some work, we can put on a pretty good show.
I'm not digging that wig. That wig. Is it a wig or is it his hair? It's so bad.
My performances have been limited.
That was a no-no.
We're working now on a band, hopefully.
You're all a bit quiet on me. I thought, my God, they've all deserted me. That footage, I love it. But the last tribute act that I went to, the last ETA act I went to with my wife, she went up and got a scarf. She got all caught up in the excitement. She went up with Yasmin, my daughter, and they both got a scarf each.
I think in my own little way, I experienced some of the craziness that Elvis experienced for 25 years of his professional entertainment career. I mean, it gets at me sometimes, and I'm nowhere at the level that he was, and it does get to me sometimes about people walking up to you in the bathroom and asking you for an autograph. I mean, some of these stuff it does get on your nerves and tend to wear. But when you hit the stage, I love the songs, I love the show.
See, I don't think it got on Elvis's nerves. Elvis was always grateful, always. I don't think it got on his nerves.
It was in the early 70s when I had a group called the Graffiti Band of Gold, which specialized in old rock and roll music. And we do all the artists of the 50s, and then for another set, just for a novelty, I said we're going to do a little tribute to Elvis. And I started doing them in the 50s. I never started them in the 70s where a lot of performers started, you know, on his comeback. I started in the 50s, and I got on the old pictures of Elvis. And I started, and I got the appropriate wardrobing for Elvis in the 50s. I put that together, and I'd comb my hair up in the pompadour style, come popping on stage and do about half an hour with Elvis. And every time we played, every club we played would just pack up. I heard him on the 68 NBC special, and I could understand why this man was so powerful. He was in the special, he done it like they were going to take it away from him tomorrow, and it was his comeback, and all those years he'd been doing the movies, and he just done it, and he was like a cat in that black leather suit.
Thank you very much. Here's some rock and roll for you. Big hug. Take it on, Jake.
He actually looks all right in the leathers. What do you think, ladies on Team Elvis? Do you think the leathers look good on him? Honestly, girls, do the leathers look good on him? Does it appeal to you, ladies?
I can sit in front of my 5-foot TV with a Betamax, and I mean, I can study it and watch it, and I can run a
with a Betamax. You remember the Betamax and VHS? Betamax, VHS.
Thing back and catch a movement. I took me a little trick to get that cape that he does when I do a thing where I turn around. So I just run it 15 times till I get the move and practice it. And then I practice it to the point it becomes natural and becomes part of me. So I'm not stumbling on stage. The big TV really helps. I can sit there and watch him blink his eye at this particular moment. And if people are really Elvis fans, they'll know that I studied it. Even to his walk down, he walked a little pigeon-toed sometimes.
True. I mean, he thinks he's good, doesn't he? He thinks he's good.
But I try to leave as much as I the character in this dressing room, along with the suits. When I get out of the suits, I get in my clothes and I walk in there. I put a cowboy hat on or whatever I want to be. I leave here and I'm Morse Bates. I see too many people working too hard to try to be Elvis off the stage, to walk around like, I can't take it because I work so hard on stage to give that image. If I used to work that hard off stage, I'm going to be very tired and I wouldn't have anything left to give the people when I got here if I was trying to walk around and be Elvis in the daytime. Whatever.
You can tell he loves what he does. Sounds like he's got a fun life as well. Yeah. He was okay. It was all right. He grew on me. Right, guys, I said about this in part 1. This little bit here is quite fascinating. I've never seen these interviews, guys. You got Joe there, Billy's wife. Billy Smith's wife, yeah. Larry Geller, looking very young. You've also got, I think it was, one of the Memphis Mafia, Nick Grove, is it? Something Grove, Nick Grove, I think. Dick Grove, is that it? You've also got, definitely Billy Smith is here somewhere. I'm not sure where he's at. And Charlie Hodge are in this. I think this is around 1980. They're all worried that Graceland's going to be sold. Now, looking back now, we know that Memphis City were always going to step in and sort things out for Graceland. It was never going to be sold. Worst case scenario is that Memphis City were going to preserve it as a living memorial to Elvis and do the museum and develop the area in front of Graceland's. But when this was filmed, I think there was serious concerns it was going to get sold. So let's keep playing, guys.
That there's no such thing as a coincidence. And it's no coincidence that more people loved Elvis Presley in the 20th century more than any other figure that has ever lived. It's no coincidence that his voice has been heard around the world more than any person in the history of the world.
Guys, you know Larry Geller has actually responded to my message. I messaged him and he actually did reply.
In my distress I cried unto the Lord and he heard me. Deliver my soul, O Lord.
For many fans, Elvis is more than the entertainer and superstar. They forgive him the stories of women and of drugs and remember his gospel songs. The Warlow family in Warrington feel, like many American fans, that they have found God through Elvis's music.
Up until November of last year.
I think this is very true, isn't it, guys? A lot of people found God through Elvis, definitely, especially his gospel.
I was anything bar a Christian. I didn't believe in God, I didn't believe in anyone. All I believed in the... Oh yeah, bar Elvis, yeah. Well, I didn't believe that there was such a thing as Christianity. I thought everyone that went to church or said I'm a Christian was a hypocrite, because they were saying one thing and then doing another. Well, every time a church used to shove their little bits of paper through the door, come and see it to our church, I used to just screw them up and throw them away. Well, this particular day, I'd been at work and one had come through the door and June picked it up and put it on the telephone stand. She said, oh look, she said, this came through the door. So I looked at it. I said, oh yeah, very interesting. Another load of Bible punches. So June said, well, have you noticed which church it is? I went, oh yeah, Pentecostal. She went, yes, read it again. I said, Pentecostal, First Assembly of God. And it didn't click for a few seconds, and then it clicked, and I said, oh, that's Elvis's church.
I phoned, and I thought, well, I'll do a pretext, you know, I'm interested in the religion. And it just come out, are you the same religion as it is in America? And she said, yes, it's the same as Elvis's.
Well, there's an old saying, God moves in mysterious ways, and he uses different people and different ways of getting to different people, and he just used Elvis to get through to some common sense through to me. So it was about time I started to behave.
Do you know what? All the interviews I've watched, Elvis wanted to move people, you know, in a Christian way through his gospel singing. Elvis, it was important to Elvis that he could change people's lives, introduce people to God, to Jesus, to the Bible through his singing, through his gospel music.
Myself, I tried it my way, now it's to try it his way. And this is what he did. He used Elvis to get through to me that it's about time I went back to him.
Well, do you know what? Elvis would love that. Elvis would love that. That this fan who didn't believe in Jesus or God or the Bible or Christianity has had his whole mindset completely changed. Now, whether you're Christian or not, it's a good thing, isn't it, guys? It's a good thing.
Well, my mother-in-law, when she came down, she saw the posters in the bedroom. She said that in her mind, I was committing adultery with Elvis, with all these posters. And I sat back and I looked and I said, committing adultery with paper? And she said, well, in the eyes of God, it is committing adultery. And I said, well, there's no way. But I've got to admit, like, it did get me thinking. So I rang the pastor's wife and asked her, in her way of thinking, was I committing adultery? And she said, no. She said, well, you've never met the man, you've never slept with him, and there's no way you're committing adultery. And then she said, well, my mother-in-law said that it was, in a way, idolatry. This was idolatry. But there's no way it can be. I know for certain it isn't.
Have you enjoyed this? I've loved this. I love it. I love retro, archive type, vintage footage from the 50s, 60s, 70s and 80s. I think I have a soft spot for the 70s. This, to me, even though it's 1980, it's very 70s, isn't it? Are you enjoying it? I love this. We're going to do more of this, guys. We're going to find more of these old archive videos. We're going to break them down. We're going to react to them. We're going to review them.
You know, this is pretty far
Go
out.
on, Larry.
Some feel that Elvis is going to have a second coming. That he's a modern-day prophet. That he might be the new Messiah.
Some fans believe that this little boy is Elvis reincarnated. In North Carolina, Deborah Patterson's son...
Obviously, I don't support any of this.
Elvis Aaron Presley has his own fan club.
When he was born, he had, I don't know if you would call it a birthmark. His lips curled up in the Presley style, and the nurses at the hospital were amazed at that.
Come on, guys, it was the 1980.
And with the name that he had. So when we brought him home from the hospital, he had quite a few visitors just coming to see him and to see if he resembled Presley in any way. And that is when people began to remark, well, maybe he's the reincarnation of Elvis, or some did say, you've marked him during your pregnancy, because I was still mourning Elvis's death. The reason that we started the fan club with the merchandise that we were giving to the fans that wrote in for membership was because when there were so many people coming to see him as an infant, a lot were asking me for pictures. And I did give some pictures that I had made, but, you know, they only go so far. So that gave me the idea that if this many people want pictures and it's very expensive, then I would have pictures made. And then we'd start the fan club on him.
Elvis is the miracle of
bit dodgy, guys, bit dodgy.
Memphis. And through us, you.
Tell you what, Larry Geller is so emotional. Look at it, so passionate. Look at the look in his eyes, really serious.
The fans who, by Elvis's very words, I'll quote, my fans put me where I am, and they'll keep me where I am if I deserve it.
I like that. My fans put me where I am, and they'll keep me where I am if I deserve it. If I deserve it. I love it. And yeah, you did deserve it.
My success stems from them. That's you. That's us. And it's true. Together, with a unity of purpose, united, we have the power with one blow, one fell swoop.
Guys, I think I've got Larry Geller hair. Look. Boo.
To literally undo all the past mistakes and wrongdoings and create a world memorial so unique.
I think I should do my sideburns really thick like that. What do you reckon, guys?
And effective that will endure supreme as one of the greatest wonders of the world for centuries to come, with Elvis at the center.
So Carolyn says, my parents probably should have let me wear the makeup so young. I was also smoking cigarettes. No! You were smoking cigarettes. How old were you? Carolyn, how old were you? Smoking cigarettes, that's terrible. Now, I have to admit, I smoked my first cigarette when I was 10 years old. How many other people here now on this live stream were smoking cigarettes in the 70s and 80s when you weren't even teenagers? How dare you? Please leave it in the comments if you were smoking cigarettes when you were just a kid. Were you smoking cigarettes, fags, with your mates? Come on, own up, admit it, put it in the comments.
You get up by the gate, Blanche, you start at the other end and light these people's candles. They're up against. If y'all will light candles from your candles too, please, so we get this started.
That's a big cigarette, isn't it? Right, I'm just finishing up here. I love this song. What a great ending. Okay, guys. I tell you what, that was great. That was brilliant. Loved it. I enjoyed every second of that. Every second of it. It was brilliant. It's so much more fun when we watch it together, isn't it? When we all watch it together, it just all much better. How, smoking in the 70s when you were just 10, 11, 12. We all did it, didn't we, guys? We all did it. Yeah, it's a keto confessional. So that was brilliant, guys. Really, seriously, we all enjoyed it, didn't we? So Lorna was 13 and 14. Put it in the comments, guys. Put it in the comments. I loved it. I'm going to do a lot more of this, and we're going to do it on the Keto channel, Elvis Presley Fan on Keto. We're going to do a lot of these. I'm going to find these old vintage things, and we're going to watch them together. It's much more fun when we do it together. Yeah, I know Jimmy enjoyed it. Yeah, I think we started on the alcohol when we were 13. 13, we were nicking our mum's bottle of sherry. And we had some, but didn't really like it. Didn't like it. I was never really a drinker until I was about 16. 16, really. 15, 16. I don't smoke. I gave up smoking in my 30s. So I haven't smoked for like 20 years. So thankfully I gave up quite young. And I gave up drinking alcohol around 40-ish, 40-something. I'm 57 now, nearly 58. But I will have a drink on holiday or something like that. But I don't drink alcohol. I'm teetotal. I definitely don't smoke. Yeah, thank you, Angie. So, guys, I loved it. Loved it. I actually had more fun than I was expecting. Thought it was brilliant. A lot of you will watch this later. So anyone waking up later, good morning to you. Hope you had a good night's sleep. You're in America. all around the world, England, Canada, Australia. Obviously, the usual thing, if you like what I do, buy us coffee, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Of course, you know I want you to be members, so please join up and be members. And I've loved it. I've had a brilliant morning. I've spent the whole morning with Team Elvis on both channels, Defending Elvis Presley channel on YouTube and here on Elvis Presley Fan on Keto, and I've loved it. So the next live I do will be a dog walk. I'm going to do 2 lives on the dog walks. I'm going to do the first one on Defending Elvis, the second one on the Keto channel. We're going to walk 3 miles together. I'm going to do some weightlifting and go for a run first. So I'm going to check you all out later. So thanks for joining me. It means everything to me. You guys are family. You are very special to me. We loved it. I'm going to go now, guys. Take care.